Scorpio, hi. So this is going to be a reading for May 30th through June 5th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out all the info about that in the description box below if you want. What's up, baby boy? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Kai is here. Kind of sleeping. Kinda. Or trying to. Let's see, Scorpio. Okay, the overall... Who had this? Pisces had this. The overall energy for the reading, the King of Pentacles. Possibly focusing on your stability here. But I see it kind of tied up with something else. It's not about, I don't think it's about your job or anything like that, or if it is, it's through a connection you have to someone here. I don't know. Let's see, in the recent past, the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Five of Swords. A little bit of a deceptive energy here, because it's like, I'm going to achieve happiness. Because I think I know how. Happiness that needs to be achieved here through the mind. And you know that's not what brings you happiness, not the mind. The mind can tell you, oh, you're happy. But do you feel it? You know, there's that whole sense of, I think I'm happy here. And it's coming and it's showing up as looking pretty deceptive. Because, I don't know. I don't trust it necessarily 100% when the mind tells us that we're happy or we're not happy. If we don't allow ourselves to feel it, okay, we can let the mind be in charge, but that doesn't guarantee happiness. So I don't know. We'll see when we clarify. In the current situation, the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. Working on something stable here, but again, I feel like it's coming from a place of either working with someone or, I don't know, there's something here. There's some passion in the middle of all of this. There's some, you know, that whole sense of, let's say, okay, I'm going to my job and I love my job. There's another reason that you love your job. It's not just for the job in this circumstance. I'm not saying this is about your job. It could be. I don't see it necessarily like that. I'm just giving examples to kind of try to help with translating what I'm seeing here. In the immediate future, the Six of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Ten of Swords. There's a little bit of fear that's showing up here. There's a soul connection. There's a coming together from a place of the heart in this soul connection. But there's either a mistrust that this is not going to happen, or there's something about it here that kind of is not allowing it to happen in the way that it's showing up here energetically. You know? Either fear or, I don't know, it belongs to the mind again, whatever this Ten of Swords is. Let's clarify. Let's see what's behind all this. Let me do the King of Pentacles. The Lovers, the Five of Wands, the Four of Pentacles. All right. Yeah, this whole stability situation is definitely tied up to a connection that you have going on here. There's a little bit of inner conflict about it. There's a little bit of, I want it, no, I don't. I feel this, but I don't want to feel this. You know, there's a little bit of disagreement there with yourself about this situation. And I feel like you're hanging on to that part of you that kind of goes and argues with yourself about this. I don't know. Huh. Let's do the Queen of Swords in the recent past. The Hangman, the Magician, the Two of Wands. All right, you were trying to manifest something here. Behind this Queen of Swords of I think I'm happy, you were trying to manifest here something that I don't see necessarily coming through. Or if it did, it took a while. The place from which you're manifesting from, it's looking good. It's kind of a good place. But I don't see this energy coming through necessarily. And if you were in this Queen of Swords throughout your manifestation, that's why it wasn't coming in, quite in the way that it should have. Because for this Magician to really come through, you would have to be in a more balanced place. You were more in a place of the mind, in a place of the logic here. Let's do the Ten of Cups. Ooh. Nine of Cups, Queen of Wands, King of Cups. Yeah, there's some passion here. There's some passion, but I feel like it's beyond that. Yeah, it's the surface kind of a thing where it's like, oh, I'm attracted to them, they're attracted to me. Nice. But there's much more than that. There's definitely love on your side. There's definitely love, the possibility of love growing in here. Let's do the Five of Swords. Let's see what the hell happened here. Four of Swords, the Emperor, the Ace of Wands. Okay. There's healing on your side. It doesn't reflect in your actions. I feel like you thought it did. This healing. There's a whole lot of healing actually going on your side. It's that whole sense of as within, so without. It doesn't show for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like you thought it did, but you had no idea what that meant at that time, as within, so without. You thought it did. No, not to the extent that it should have, or not to the extent that it normally shows up in. Look at little bugger. And again, I kind of get the sense that Queen of Swords, it's not that it's a problem, it's a sense of, for these things to come through, for the manifestation, for the as within, so without. You have a lot of love to offer here. You have a lot in your heart. I feel like your heart wasn't open enough to create that balance between what was going on in here with what's happening at the surface level, at the mind level. And there wasn't that balance necessarily. And from that place, it's hard for this energy to come through, for the Magician to come through. Harder. I feel like it will come through eventually, but man. Let's do the Seven of Pentacles. Snore. Snorry, snore, snore. You're such a cute little bugger. Yeah, you are. I'm talking to you. Seven of Pentacles. You get the Three of Swords, the Devil, the Ten of Swords. You're working on this Ten of Swords energy. This Ten of Swords energy is your own fear of things not coming through, of things not happening for some reason, or if they happen, they're not going to last. It's just going to be temporary. Nothing's gonna last. Nothing's here to stay. Everybody leaves me. There's definitely a fear here of that, and it's creating pain for you. And this pain is kind of in the way. It's a pain in the, So I feel like this pain has been revealed to you in a way of something that might create unhealthy situations for you. Because if you act from this pain in all sorts of situations, guess what's going to happen? All of those situations are going to run through this pain, are going to function through this pain, through this you're not going to work, you're not going to work, you're not going to work. They're not going to work, you know, or if they do, they're going to work in such a way that it's so toxic that you're like, no, thank you. Or they just build up on the toxicity to the point of I'm in pain all the time about everything, you know. So I feel like you kind of uncovered this fear of yours, and now you're at the I'm working on it aspect of this. Let's do the Knight of Wands. You're snoring loud. For the Knight of Wands, you get the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Wands again, the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. I mean, you're coming through with a very nice energy here. You know, very passionate, following your heart rather than your mind. You're allowing yourself to open up a little more in that direction of, let me see what I'm interested in. Let me see what catches my attention. And that's what I'm going to give energy to, you know. And it's creating a sense of stability, you know, that blanket of stability for you. I don't know how, but it does. You're starting to open up more to what interests you and what's good for you. Let's do the Ten of Pentacles. Knight of Cups, the Judgment, the Tower. You are going to surprise yourself here by the looks of it. And I feel like you've been surprising yourself, especially lately, because you're starting to open up more and more to your heart. And that's why you're starting to follow things that speak more to you from a sense of what's going on inside of you rather than it has to make sense, you know, because you've done that in the past there. And it was working out to some extent, you know. But right now it's a different kind of a game here that you're playing, that you've opened up for yourself. And it's your own choice, it's your own decision to do that. And I feel like it comes in with surprises. Oh, you know, it kind of looks different. Everything looks different. Everything feels different. Interesting. I love these energies for you. They're light, they're not crazy, you know, where you can like, oh my god, it feels too intense. No, they're just perfect. Let's do the Six of Cups in the immediate future. Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. I love how you're approaching these energies of, because this soul connection that's popping in here, it brings in an energy of this could work out, this could go someplace. This has a chance to start something, to build, to create something here, you know, and immediately you get a sense of, yeah, but no. Probably that Ten of Swords, which is showing up again, tied up to this, right? This whole situation of you're not going to work is here. And I like how you're seeing it and you're starting to work on it. You're like, oh, there it is. Let me grab it. Let me put it in my let's work on it box, you know? So I kind of get the sense that you're starting to be more the observer of this rather than the direct participant, which I love that. Let's do the Three of Cups in the immediate future. And it's starting to come down again. I know, it's the weather to sleep. I did that. Slept all day almost. You got a little something in your eye. Hold on. Okay, got it. For the Three of Cups, you got the High Priestess, the Eight of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, whenever you start to get confused, like really confused about things, I see you falling into a place of indecision. I see you falling into a place of, ooh, man, I don't know what to do about things. And it makes sense. You're allowing yourself to step up here. And up here, it's usually ruled by fear, insecurities. Remember, you're working on this big-ass aspect of, I don't know what this is, abandonment wound, I would say. It shows up like that. So, when you get too confused in here, it starts to get really tricky for you. So you have the option of, should I follow my intuition? But your intuition is leading you towards opening up and being with what is. And what is, apparently, it's love. And that could show up as intimidating, you know, especially if you haven't allowed yourself in a very long time to be open to that. It could show up as, ooh, danger zone. And from there, it's more comfortable to step into the mind, which apparently it was predominant at some point. But the mind right now is kind of confused because, again, you're dealing with some fears in there. So it's a matter of choice. Should I allow myself to stay open and see what happens? Or should I fall into the comfortable cushion of the mind? Which creates a little bit of back and forth. So I don't know if that's so comfortable. For the Ten of Swords, you get the Page of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Swords. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle with this Ten of Swords energy. With you're constantly working on it. So it's definitely an abandonment wound. It is showing up here. It's showing up here. It's showing up pretty much everywhere in the immediate future. And I see you open and willing to work with it, because as soon as this fear turns up for you, you revert back to that Queen of Swords. The comfy place, the one where you're in charge. The mind tells you what to think, what to feel. It's comfy, it's good. You've been there for a very long time, so of course you're gonna go back there, you know. I kind of get the sense that you have the grasp of this when it is coming in and where it's sending you, and then it kind of gives you the sense, okay, I'm here, I'm in the logic now. Should I open up? Should I not? Again, it's a matter of choice at some point. It's going to be a little bit of a work situation for you here with this Ten of Swords energy. But I feel like eventually you'll overcome it. Especially because you're showing me a sense of, I know it's here. Yeah. So as long as you're aware, a big chunk of this healing is already done. From the universe for you, you get the King of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Magician. Beautiful manifestation here. You're trying to get yourself to stay more open, because I feel like you're already there in the knowledge of how to get yourself open. Now, how do you stay there? I don't know, but you're manifesting that for you. So it's beautiful. Whatever keeps you open from your heart, that's the way to go. So that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.